Judge Andrew Napolitano is my elementary school buddy, and I had the honor of being with the judge at Tony LoBianco and Elise LoBianco's beautiful Christmas party. Judge, I love when we could take some time, just the two of us, we could sit down and we could break bread and just have a good time. Merry Christmas, my friend. How you doing?
Merry Christmas to you, except that's not exactly what happened. There was a beeline of people that wanted to see you, talk to you, touch you, be kissed by you. It was as if I was a bump on a log, and you know it.
That's not true. Oh, the best was this, Judge. The best. And you know, I'm so tired of Judge. How great was this? I'm tired of the noise. So please forgive me if I talk to my dear friend, my longtime friend, Judge Napolitano. So I'm sitting next to the supermodel who will join us later, Carol Alt. She's on the show coming in later, Judge. And we're sitting there, and there is a plant between the judge and I as we sat down. So
God, this is an unbelievable story about the plant.
You were to my right. You and I are talking. You and I don't see the plant, but there is a leaf like right in your face, and I don't want to move it.
It's blocking us from making eye contact, and it's driving Carol crazy.
It is. So I'm sitting.
She asks you to move the plant. Instead of moving the plant, you kill it.
I broke the plant. Only me. And they go, Carol goes, Joe, why don't you move the plant so you could talk to the judge better? I go, okay. I broke the whole leaf off. A judge, only me. Only would I do something like that. It was like we were back in grade school.
It was so much fun. Tony and Elise are such great friends of yours and mine and so many other people. And the food, my God, I think he was cooking for a week.
I know. It was, and there was a Sicilian flavor to that, wasn't there, Judge? Did you sense that when Tony made like the sauce? Carol said it has a little different flavor to it. That was a Sicilian feel. I mean,
Yes.
you know, you and I, the Avellino people. Judge Napolitano, you know, I want to always stay positive. I'm so tired of the noise, Judge. I always admire General Michael Flynn for his service to the country. What do you think objectively will happen to him in court today, sir?
I think there'll be a big brouhaha over how the FBI treated him, and ultimately the guilty plea he entered will not be disturbed, and he'll get no jail time. You know, I have a problem with this particular crime, lying to the FBI, because the courts have written that the FBI can lie to us. It's really absurd. But that is the law. General Flynn knew it was the law, and he did lie to them. Now, he provided them with such substantial assistance in their investigation. What it was, we don't know. Mm-hmm. It was in 68 hours of debriefing.
Wow.
That the government recommended 0 jail time. Joe, I cannot remember a time when the government recommended 0 jail time, but they have. Rather than saying, that's great, we agree with the government, Flynn's lawyers, in my view, made the mistake of attacking the government. Now, why would you attack a government with which your client has had substantial work, for which your client has, on which your client has conferred many favors, and in return for which your client gets 0 jail time?
Yeah,
Judge is a bit of a maverick, and you never know what he's going to do.
Can the and I don't know this legally, Judge. You know this certainly better than most of us. So can General Flynn say, "Well, look, I want to call back what I said"? Can he retract what he said because of what happened?
It's next to impossible, but if he does, he goes to trial.
I wonder if that's going to happen, Judge Napolitano.
I don't think so. You know, the guilty plea in federal court is given under oath. So if you say today, oh, what I said under oath last year was wrong, you've admitted to perjury.
Wow.
So they really have him caught in a vice. I mean, with no jail time and relatively at the end of his career, it's not like he's going to run for office and this conviction is going to kill his campaign. He should just go on with his life, go on a speaking tour, pay his bills, put some money in the bank. He had to mortgage his house or sell his house, and get on with life. Is the government fair? No. Is life fair? No. Is the government allowed to be unfair in the manner in which it prosecutes you? Unfortunately, it is. It's not me saying this. This is what the Supreme Court has said.
Judge,
the government can lie, cheat, steal, deceive, trick, and coerce you into flipping and becoming their witness, into testifying against yourself, into testifying against others. If you do any of those things to the government, you can be prosecuted.
Like,
that's the unfairness of it.
they went after Michael Cohen. They went and Judge. You were one of a great lawyer. You were the youngest judge, Governor Kane in New Jersey. You were the youngest judge, the Superior Court judge at the youngest age in the history of New Jersey court system. And so I got to ask you, how do you go in? How do you dig up? Michael Cohen said to his client Donald J. Trump, and then that becomes public. What happened? My father, and you knew my father, and you worked with my dad when you were.
My father was a great human being.
Oh, thank you.
Well, your father was funnier than you are. I know you know that.
He was.
He had son. He's the funniest guy around.
No. My dad had a joke for every politically incorrect they were, but he had a joke for every moment.
Well, you
but
couldn't tell those jokes today.
No, but my father
were all ethnic.
He would just get so upset to know that the government could go into a lawyer and break that lawyer-client confidentiality.
I don't blame the president for his anger, but here's the law. The attorney-client privilege, which is the ability of the client to keep the attorney from revealing what the client has told the attorney, does not apply if the client is committing a crime or a fraud, or if the client is using the attorney-client privilege to perpetuate a fraud. Stated differently, because the government believes and has evidence to show, and Cohen pleaded guilty to this, that Trump and Cohen were in a conspiracy to defraud the government of information to which it was entitled in the Federal Election Commission reports, there is no attorney-client privilege.
Holy moly. That's scary, though, Judge, is it not?
It is scary, yes.
As a libertarian,
quite frankly, it is very rare for the feds to raid an attorney's office because they're after the client. Yeah. They have to demonstrate to a judge that it is more likely than not that the attorney and the client were up to no good and were using the attorney-client privilege as a shield.
And, Judge, when you say something, you give us your opinion. This is fact. This is law that you are telling us. You're telling objectively what the law is. I'd love to hear.
There's no opinion in what I've just told you. That's the law. When I was in law school, that was not the law. When I was in law school 100 years ago, the law was the attorney-client privilege was sacrosanct. If you said to your lawyer, I killed somebody, get me off the hook, the government would never find out about it. Today, the law is different.
Wow.
And the protection is not as great as it used to be.
Judge, we appreciate your valuable time. We'll let you go. James Comey, what are your thoughts on Comey testifying before that congressional Republican committee?
I don't think he was too happy. I think he's trying to run out the clock until the Democrats control the House because they're not going to grill him on this. So he's pretty much holding his breath for another 2 weeks. I hope he didn't contradict himself under oath, because if he did, he's going to give the DOJ an opportunity to go after him.
Andrew, I love you, man. I love you, and
love
I appreciate
you too. Merry Christmas,
and Merry
Joey.
to your mom too, Judge Andrew. My mom says,
and
tell
your mom as well.
Thank you. God bless. Buon Natale, Judge Napolitano.
Back at you, Joey. Bye-bye.
Judge Andrew Napolitano right there. Former New Jersey Superior Court Judge, the youngest in the history in the courts of Jersey, and Fox News senior judicial analyst.